or you will just collapse in overwhelming joy. That day there'll be unbelievable fear and unbelievable joy all rolled up at the same time. Now, how do you get on the joy side? Let me tell you how, okay? Accept the free gift of eternal life. He's knocking at your door right now. I don't care what your sin life is. I don't care what you did last night. I don't care who you are. To me, it doesn't matter. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, so that anyone, that includes you, who believes in him, shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Ask your pastor if that's true. If you get a yes or no answer, I submit, beware. Well, yeah, yes and no. Are you saved by faith alone? Well, yes or no, but, we have to see some evidence of that newfound faith in your works. Well, and then that makes you the judge. And you are not the judge. And this is an interesting moment here in Acts where things are getting hot in an area where this is after Paul brilliantly spoke to the Epicureans and the Stoic philosophers and talked to them about the tomb to the unknown God. See, the Greeks had a god. Everything was a god to the Greeks. The sun, the moon, the ocean, everything had a god. And they just in case they forgot something, they had one tomb for the unknown God, just to be on the safe side. And so Paul, of course, told him, "Look, I know who this unknown God is." And so, after these things, Paul departed from Athens and went to Corinth, and he found a certain Jewish man named Achaia, born in Pontus, who had recently come from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because Claudius, the emperor, had commanded all the Jewish people to depart from Rome, and he came to them. So because he was of the same trade, he stayed with them and worked, for by occupation they were tent makers. This is one of the ways we know that Paul knew what he was doing with a needle and thread. And so Paul reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath and persuaded both Jewish people and Greeks. When Silas and Timothy had come from Macedonia, Paul was compelled by the Spirit and testified to the Jewish people there that Jesus is the Christ. But when they opposed him and blasphemed, he shook his garments and said to them, "Your blood be upon your own heads. I am clean. From now on I will go to the Gentiles." And he departed from there and entered the house of a certain man named Justus, one who worshipped God, whose house was next door to the synagogue. Then Crispus, the ruler of the synagogue, believed on the Lord with all his household, and many of the Corinthians, hearing, believed and were baptized. Now the Lord spoke to Paul in the night by a vision. He was not without fear. And he says to Paul, "Do not be afraid, but speak, and do not keep silent. For I am with you, and no one will attack you to hurt you, for I have many people in this city." Even Paul had to be lifted up by the Lord. Do not be afraid. It's amazing. You ask me. Did you ask me? It really is. It's an amazing thing. 100.1 FM, The Remnant. Station of your eternal life right here. KRAQ.